Hello there everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of my tutorial series for the Matchless Kung Fu. Today we're going to talk a little bit about money earning. Especially I want to go into the wonderful world of farming, as we can do a lot of good things when we have money. And farming is a really nice way of achieving that. Meanwhile, we're going to train a little bit more that flame saber thing. I mean, this is the cheapest way of dealing with it. And we're also learning it slow time now. So here we go. What we'll do now is we're going to get back home to our little home turf and leave the land of fire for now. So there's so many ways to earn money in this game. It is really, it is really insane. Farming is only one of the many ways. So what we're going to need for farming are, well, just plants that you can pluck out of the ground and farmland. So what's happening here, by the way, is a little bit uncomfortable. We are here sitting in the fiery lands, and just to show you one thing that you always can do if an environment is slow, soft poking you, and you need to rest up. Alright, a merchant comes on by and wants to trade with us. So sometimes that happens. It is rather rare that this happens, but okay. So we're definitely interested in trading, but, well, let's keep it like that. I don't want to trade right now. You're interrupting me. This game does that quite often on you, that somebody just pops into the scene and does his or her thing. So as you can see here, if a hostile environment isn't totally overpowering you, there can be values of heat and such that can be really hard to take. Then you can just plot down your bamboo mat, sleep a bit over it, and you'll be fine. So, I am looking for certain resources here, namely some flowers, but the sect areas where you can find rich mines and such, I strongly recommend farming these, even if you don't plan to use the resources immediately. It is really useful to have this stuff when you want to do something, either building something or crafting something later. And, well, there it is. That's what I've been looking for. In case you were wondering what this fool here does. So these plants here, the Sun Ji, or Sun Chi, I think it's Chi. These things are, well, I would call it fire flowers. There is an element attached to pretty much all of the plants that you can pluck, except for Rami, I don't know how to pronounce that stuff actually. And all of these are desirable, rare, and valuable because, as you've seen there right now, we didn't find a single one of these guys out of another one except for the first one. So let's see. Yeah, so we found 2 nodes that actually yielded that stuff. All the other nodes were empty. The good thing about farming is that it allows you to replicate these things as much as you want to. And we, did we break a leg now? Yep, we did. Or, well, it's one of the situations why I always want to have a bamboo mat, because otherwise this would be a very uncomfortable situation. You see, always carry your bamboo mat. You might drop off a high cliff, hurt your legs, and have a problem. But with a bamboo mat, you can all snore it off. I love this game. It's a little bit nonsensical at times, what you are doing there, but it's also somehow really lovely and fun. All right, now, we are at a good point to craft ourselves a little village here at our home spot. Because the fun part is that the dudes that are buying those houses, they are actually living there then. Let's see if that dude did go for... Oh, well, there's no one in there. I wonder if they buy some furniture or not. I actually never checked out. Anyways, we got this house here, so we're going to keep it. Now, what we're needing next is farmland. So farmland can be crafted as soon as you have earned a little bit of cooking. So go and cook some at the bonfire, like I did in the previous episode, to get that done. So, hover over me. Are you kidding me? It's such a oppressive tutorial menu. You always have to do what it does, and if you don't, it doesn't disappear. You've got to listen to the tutorial menu. I know it. Anyways. So, we are now able to craft ourselves a farmland. You can also just search it like that. And I think I didn't craft it now. I did. So I had one in my inventory because there was one dude that gave me a starter job. And I chose farmer. You can choose whatever you want. The guy will only give you a little bit of a starter stuff for your profession. So we got now farmland. Let's build that farmland a second time. You're carrying it around with you. It weighs 17 whatevers, and as you see there, you can put these together pretty closely. So we can now plant the stuff that we got. So Raimi, I really recommend you to just plant that stuff out for the sake of crafting, as this is the fiber that you use for armor crafting, early game armor crafting. With that stuff, you'll have the material to craft your way upstairs. The licorice, we're going to use that now as our money crop, as we can quite quickly get really stupendous amounts of farmlands together, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. So, hi, fellow disciples. This guy just seriously just stood there to say hi. I like this game for that. So, we're gonna punch some trees, and we are now going to set up farmlands and farmlands and farmlands. The good thing about farming is it is quite a little bit of a factory type of money earning, because it is a self-propelling system. The first field that you reap will yield new plants that you can use to plant out more farmland, which allows you to reap more in the next cycle. And as you see here, it's only 24 hours for each of these bad boys to go for. That's also the reason why I'm trying to craft these now back to back as fast as possible, because you know, the faster I got them, the faster I can replicate my money. Wait a sec, why did that? Ah, it's just not getting... We had that before. But there. So, with the help of this, if you do this for a while, unironically, you can really get pretty much endless amounts of money. You can also drop fertilizer on these to speed up the process. As you see here, it goes all the way to until the crop is finished. So what you can do to earn yourself some money early game, we're going to exercise it through. So first up, we're going to get ourselves a little bit more of that stuff. And the fly on water skill can be acquired like that. And the really nice side effect of what we're doing here is that we're also collecting passively those little extra things from the trees, the extra materials. The downside of the farming, though, is that you don't gain as much wild grass. If I remember correctly, you never gain wild grass from farming patches. But, well, it is a money printing machine after all. It's up to you how hard you want to abuse it, but at the end of the day, you can just crank out as much money as you want to. Matchless Kungfu is not a game that makes it stupendously hard for you in any way to be super successful. By all means, if anything, this game wants you to be fulfilling sort of a power fantasy. I think this is what the whole genre is about. So don't feel bad about it. Instead, quite the opposite. You should feel really cool and smart about tricking the game like that. So we also, as a nice side effect, gained lots of crafting skill points, which allows us to do other nice things. So first up, I want to have a wood crate. We're today going a little bit into the base building side of the game, as I see. So with the farmlands and my hotbar, I can now do this like that. And it is really stupidly good to earn money like that. So let's see. We still got licorice in our pocket. How much of that stuff did I collect? So the other thing that we're doing here, we can also make the fire flower thingies go upwards. So it's monkey wine. Okay. Ah, it's the dude that got brawled by the monkeys. So we're doing he doesn't need to pay me. I can earn my own money. The fun part about the game is that you always get sort of a attitude, and this game really memorizes what kind of a person you are. So now we can now go for other areas here. There's wolves in that area. Let's see, do we have craft simple trap? Okay, tame a horse. I'm not down for that today. We don't want to go for animals right there. So the other thing that I had in my inventory was the wood crate. So I'm rotating that now towards here. Let's place it down here. A crate is really, really useful, as it, for me personally, is quite important to keep things like, for example, the copper, the iron. I don't want to sell these away, as you could, of course. You see, stuff is worth a little bit, so copper even more. But once you want to start crafting with these, you will be missing what you've got so far. So pine cones can be used for vigor regain. Flint is one of these materials that we also want to store. I mean, at the end of the day, I leave it up to you what you want to store and what you want to earn your money with. There's certainly lots of different methods that you can go for. But yeah, that is how we can get ourselves a little bit of a order into our things. These wooden crates, you can make as many as you want out of these, so you don't need to worry about that. Storage place is not really a big bother in this game. So we're going to go now and clap some more monkeys to earn some more poo and all those unsavory things. It's also worth doing a little bit of exercise on your character from time to time, as it will just help you out. So to become more powerful, because the fun part is that the game doesn't really make any difference in terms of who you fight with. You don't gain more experience if you're fighting a more difficult enemy. You will gain the same applications of your weapon skills if you're punching a monkey or an epic beast. You still get the whole same usage skills. Of course, you will get more of these skills if you fight a stronger enemy, as this guy keels over super fast and is not really a long enemy. We can go for the big monkey here. So today we go for the boss fight of the biome. And I want to introduce now the Omni moves that we got from the previous episode. So these are bringing up additional combo options. We got those previously from the Sage level that I gained there. So we are going to eat some food, as this will make us regenerate a bit. It's always quite nice to do that in combat. We have a little bit of a damage early on, but it doesn't matter. So 2 more Omni moves is excellent. So that big boy wants to kick us a lot, and then he punches us a lot. So we need punches. We don't have too many punches, so we're definitely going to bank that one. And there we go, the death move. I think it also got upgraded by that one, so it's now able to bank even more punches. So in a situation like that, we need to go and try to get as many weapon icons into this area of the fight as possible, because we are only capable of countering one of these moves. So what it's about now in situations like these is we shouldn't get any sword icons in there, and save the sword icons last. So we're going to use now palms, and we got some kicks. Can use that kick too. And now we go for a transformation into a fist, and yeah, we We haven't had too much here, but we did counter a lot of the monkey's moves, and we gained a face slap application. So you see, enemies like these, they do a little bit more than that, and the slap didn't do much. But we now got a couple of fists more due to the banking effect of the death move. So you can attune yourself, sort of, into your enemy. So that is really, really a powerful move. So here I'm taking more kicks into the bank. And now we're in the punch area, so we take a sword. Sadly, we didn't have another sword. And, well, I did forget what I had last, but as you see here, the longer your combo string goes, the better. Your main objective should always be countering and then a long combo. And always, the most important thing is avoid to get countered by the enemy combo, because that is really pretty much one of the worst things that can happen. So, Tortoise Fist. Here we go. That's a real battle for the very first time, as you see there. Don't know what this one will do. We did imitate Fleeting Fist, so we gained now an ability of the enemies. Not too bad either. So, let's go on those fists again. And sadly, we didn't gain a transformer for fists, so, well, shucks, but whatever. We're going to transform a couple of these palms. Now we can add in swords. Lots of swords. That is a good move. There we go. We take in almost no damage while we're totally wrecking the guy. And, Bionic Eagle. Let's do this. Or Eagle Bionic, I should rather call it. This is an excellent move, as these things now are crits. They deal double the damage. So you can really wreck your enemy with that. But we're going to finish this battle off like that. Boom. So, and I think this really showcased well what kind of a difference this made compared to our previous fight. Big monkey, I want to loot you. So the the new skills that we learned made a huge difference to our fighting style. That's what I was trying to say. So I had never something like that. So my man has bowel cramps. And obviously, is that new? Was that always a thing? So, it's even pixelated. Look at him. Poor fella. So... Okay, well... Does that go away on its own? Well, anyways, the whole objective that I did here, that I did this for, was that I wanted to get myself some poo out of these monkeys. And I just fell flat on my face. And that, I think, turned out really, really well. So, there's horses we can tame. We're going to do that another day. So, yeah, the stacks go down on themselves. Let's see if we can cure that meridian-wise. Stat. Oh, I got burn meridians. So, let's cure these while we're at it. So, there we go. And as you see here, the more chi you got, the easier it is to cure these. Alright, back to topic. So, we can, of course, earn money in various ways. You can also just waltz over these areas and just farm the stuff, keep farming, keep grinding, and farming and grinding. No problem. That would be one other option to do this. Let's see. Can I already do these things? Well... I forgot where you can, when you can build the... There are buildings like the, yeah, here. So here, hangar, grocery cabinet, crafting guru. So once we have another crafting level, that's what we need, we can also place down items inside these buildings for other people in the world to buy them. I'm sadly not good enough to craft any of these as of yet. I thought this was easier, but yeah, we'd need to craft some more. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's do some more broken bowl crafting. The broken bowl is to me the holy grail of crafting XP gain. I really wonder if that was the meat that I ate. Please help me out, almighty comment section, and let me know what I don't know, because I really haven't seen that ever. It must have been added into the game since the last time I was here. I took a pretty long hiatus from the game when I did my first series about it, and returned now for the tutorial series. So with the stone, we're just going to make ourselves more of these bowls to just upgrade our crafting skill. It's a very grindy thing, and if I wouldn't have the runs, it would go all a little bit faster. Jeez. It's a randomly generated amount of time. This is a really powerful debuff, as it is... Yeah. You don't want to have that while you're mid-air. Let's just put it down like that. So my man will sleep as soon as he can move again. Yeah, you can't place down anything while you're yourself. Okay, maybe sleeping helps. I don't know. Ah, it's gone now. Maybe I should have slept in the first place. Anyways, so let's craft ourselves some broken bowl. One of them is worth 1 point, so we'll need 109. That is not quite enough stone chunk for that. So we're going to take that. And the most fun part about all this is the items that you're creating. Well, you can go as a full-time beggar henceforth. So one option that you can go for. I would personally just recommend to just sell these, but it's up to you. So all things you craft can be transformed back into money, and money earning in this game boils down pretty much to your own preferred way. And the sandbox nature of the game makes it so that you really got to select for yourself what kind of story you want to tell to yourself while you're playing this. Do you want to be a farmer that has an agricultural empire? Do you want to be a master smith who runs a forge that sells only the finest and most valuable things? You can pretty much roleplay whatever you want, but you don't have to. I personally wanted to introduce the farming way because I find it a pretty nice industrialized way of earning money that doesn't cost you too much time. As you see there, we just need to come on by here from time to time and just grab our money. That is all. We don't need to do more than that. And I think this is a real powerful thing in all regards, as I personally love things that basically do themselves, you know. So, oh dear, do we need to go really one level further than that? Yeah, it seems like we do. So, well, you get the idea. You just place down these buildings and NPCs will come on by and buy these. I just don't want to grind out like a madman now any further, as I don't think this is necessary at that point. You just place these down, and you, as a rule of thumb, the closer you are to more people, the higher the likelihood that people will come and buy to buy something from you. It's I still don't really know how the logic behind that is, in all honesty. But well, maybe the wise comment section knows an answer. But all in all, the setup of things to sell on these cabinets, most of these cabinets are linked directly to the crafting skill. There's only a few generalistic ones that you are unlocking with crafting. So basically, once you get good enough at crafting something, you get the opportunity to learn that stuff in a really decent manner. So we're going to go always from time to time to our sect, and as you see there, there's a hidden casket. That's another thing that I really want to point out. This game loves little hidden things. So you should really try to explore the world, as stuff like this, Serpent Ganoderma, is really, really stupidly valuable, as this gives you permanent chi. We got 3 times plus 3 permanent chi. That is amazing. So while we're chopping out all that stuff, I also want to mention that you can perfectly just keep grinding these things and sell them if you are not into mass producing anything or the whole idea of doing things. And another thing that I wanted to introduce here, this building here, the furnace, you cannot craft it yourself. You will need to learn something. Let's see. Oh, we can't do anything at this one. So this building is not useful for us in that regard. Sad. So sometimes crafting benches have the ability, let's see if we can decompose something. So you see, we can also decompose items. Does that yield EP? No. So what I'm trying to get down to is that the skills here can be used at these crafting benches. And let's see, can probably request here to learn foraging. And with some luck, this guy gives us all we need to start crafting here. There we go. So asking people to teach you something in this game is a fundamental mechanic and should be really used a lot. So as we go here now, let's see. So we still can't craft anything with that. I don't know if we need to learn more from these guys or if we can now earn EP by decomposing things. If you are in any doubt, it always helps to just ask for help from somebody who's really good at that stuff, and then you can learn more. For example, I do know that in the weaving area, you can just start picking up a weaver's cabinet and start working with that. So, here at the weapon shelf, since this guy is producing weapons, he's also selling weapons. I highly recommend you to check out these. And let's see if there is any nice thing here in between, as we have a little bit of coin. Stealing money, blindness. Oh yeah, there's also concealed weapons. So we should probably... Now there's the question. Concealed weapons are just like weapons, another move type. And if you put them into your gear, you generate tokens for them. But if you don't want that, you shouldn't add them here. So this one, it has vigor restore each turn. I like that one. This is a built-in regeneration effect, which I personally really value. So we're going to go for that. As I personally see this as a huge upgrade over what we already got, as you see there. So now off to the trading bench we go soon after the first harvest. So let's go back home. Just wanted to show you that whole crafting thing. You will unlock more opportunities for crafting and the like when you unlock more patches of land. Let's see, can I... We don't want to go into the auction now. Say, yeah. Not today, not today. So, once we got the harvest, the big problem there is then afterwards you need to transform all that stuff into money. So the best bet to do that, I'm going to show you that, and then you're done with this episode, then you're off on yourself to grind stupendous tons of money and tell me your favorite methods of earning money. And as you see here, we put in 50 licorice and we get out 150 licorice. Yeah, you don't grow stupidly rich in no time out of that, but to me the personal appeal behind that is just crafting more farmland is stupidly easy. It is seriously nothing big behind it, and it allows you to just multiply your money with no problems whatsoever. So let's get on our bamboo mat and sleep some. Alright. Sadly, time doesn't pass faster only because you're sleeping. So, if you hold down T, you can see that. Anyways, we are going to pick up the mat, and now comes the time for trading. So trade ships sometimes have coin on themselves. Most of the time they don't. It's really a gamble. But who does have coin on themselves are the people in all those houses. So that's also a reason why it is really good to unlock extra areas that have people in there. It's because we can now go trading, and this guy has 900 coin. And let's see, so licorice is worth 3 coin each unit, but we can produce it now in stupendous amounts. We can then just, wait a sec, press the scales icon, and then we can go for a verbal duel while trading. That is new. And here goes. So that exchange was a success. Person is very happy, and well, this way you can print yourself money. It is a low coin density good, these farm goods, but like I said, you can make endless amounts of them. You also have the ability to to get these crops together that you need for crafting in huge amounts, and therefore come back home daily for your stuff, and then you just go and sell that stuff back to the people in the houses, and that's how you can earn yourself all the money that you need. And now I will outro and ask the dear comment section what kind of money grabs you know. I'm really curious to see what funky things you come up with that I haven't spotted, because I'm darn sure that there is still a lot of things that I haven't spotted yet. So yeah, go crazy, surprise me. I'm really, really curious to find out what you guys have done there. So until then, I'm going to try what this is all about. All right. I don't want to do this right now on the outro. This is a completely new minigame. Alright, whatever. Thanks for watching, you all. I'm going to check that out once I know what the hell it's all about. And thumbs up if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing and check out the description box. You'll find plenty of links down there. And yeah, check out my Discord if you want to have a chat. If you want to find like-minded gamers, that's the place to be. And Twitch, I stream Fridays and Sundays in the evening hours of the Middle European time zone. And last but not least, check out PayPal, Patreon, or Buy Me a Coffee, or my channel membership system. I'd be really happy if you'd gave them a look. And a big thanks to the supporters, and a big thanks to especially you watching this video until the very end. I deeply appreciate it, and I hope you had a good time. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.